CLS gave me an opportunity to really get to know the language in a very intense experience.
So I would typically wake up and I would have this huge breakfast that I could never possibly eat all of because my host mother was wonderful, but also I think wanted to fatten me up.
I would wake up and first have breakfast with my host family.
My house is actually next to a masjid, so I'd wake up at 4:30 a.m. to the call to prayer.
Normally people have breakfast with their host family or in the dorms, and then they go right to school where they have 5 to 6 hours of intensive language classes.
We would finish breakfast and then I would walk to school. It was like a 10-minute walk maybe from my house to the campus.
And then I'd head to class. I ended up being one of the farther away houses, so luckily I had another CLS Indonesia friend who was literally my neighbor, and we'd walk to class together.
And then I would go to school, and that would be between 4 and 5 hours of classroom instruction.
So our daily schedule for CLS included about 6 hours of class time and then about 2 hours of cultural activity every day. We would have 2 hours of class in the morning and then lunch break with the entire group, and then another 2.5 hours of class in the afternoon.
It's definitely an intensive program and you have to be ready for the rigors that come with that.
You get to class and it's a lot. You just have class from early in the morning until later in the evening.
After that, you would either meet with your language partner, we would have group activities where we would learn some about the culture.
We also had some time with our language partners. We would get together to either go to cultural classes or I would meet with my language partners, which was always a really, really fun experience. And then the rest of the time I spent doing homework and spending a lot of time with my host family.
Even after school, there's some homework remaining or time when people hang out with their host family or language partners.
I would study at a cafe near the university with some friends.
I always looked forward to, the time to just unwind and relax and prepare myself for the next day of classes to make sure that I was prepared and on top of things to be able to go into the next day with my teachers and my classmates.